This is All India Radio, the news read by Subhadra Ramachandran. The Prime Minister today announced $50 million to strengthen the institutional mechanism for biodiversity conservation in India. Addressing the 11th Conference of Parties on Convention on Biological Diversity in Hyderabad, Dr. Manmohan Singh said these funds will be used to enhance the technical and human capability of the national and state-level mechanisms to attain objectives of Convention on Biodiversity. He said government has also earmarked funds to promote capacity building in developing countries. The Prime Minister said developing new models of inclusive conservation is a challenge to protect environment and ecology in future. Dr. Singh asserted that his government has legalized the rights of forest dwellers by passing Forest Rights Act, and similar innovative approaches are underway to deal with the issue of protecting fishermen livelihoods. A supplementary charge sheet was filed against Zabiuddin Ansari alias Abu Jundal, the key handler in the 26/11 terror attacks by Mumbai police today. Jundal was brought to Mumbai on July 21. His custody with the anti-terrorism squad ended recently, following which the magistrate at the Esplanade Court ordered that Jundal be taken to Delhi, from where the National Investigating Agency NIA can take his custody. Jundal was deported from Saudi Arabia and was brought to Delhi, where he was first questioned. His custody was then handed over to Maharashtra Anti-Terrorism Squad ATS. President Pranab Mukherjee today called for synergizing medical research with field experience and its seamless flow into the national health programs. Addressing the 40th convocation of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi, he said research must benefit the public. The President urged the Health Ministry, the Indian Council of Medical Research and the AIIMS to work in unison so that excellence should not be confined to Delhi but also touch the hearts of the millions all over the country who are still struggling for equitable access to quality health care. The centre is committed to providing safe and secure environment for investment in the country for overseas Indian community. Addressing a press conference on forthcoming Pravasi Bharatiya Divas PBD 2013 in New Delhi today, Overseas Affairs Minister Vaila Ravi said his ministry is inviting all chief ministers to participate in the event so that overseas Indian investors could have a first-hand knowledge of the opportunities for investment in their mother country. Replying to a question on engaging the less privileged Indians living abroad, Mr. Ravi said the Overseas Ministry has been organizing conferences abroad to meet those Indians who could not afford to buy tickets for coming to India to participate in the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Our correspondent adds that the 11th edition of the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas will be held in Kochi in Kerala from 7th to 9th January next year. The Supreme Court today gave the green signal for resumption of tourism activities, modifying its July 24 order by which it had earlier halted all tourism-related activities in Tiger Reserve areas. While lifting its interim ban on tourism activities in the core Tiger Reserve areas, a bench of Justices A.K. Patnaik and Swatantra Kumar, the Apex Court, made it clear that it has not held the guidelines either constitutionally valid or unconstitutional. The court also directed the respective state governments to prepare the tiger conservation plan within 6 months from today and submit the same to the Tiger Conservation Authority. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh today called on the President Pranab Mukherjee at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Press Secretary to the President Venu Rajamani told AIR that the meeting between the two leaders lasted for about an hour. The Israel Parliament voted to dissolve itself today. The dissolution of the Knesset was approved by 100 votes to none after a lengthy session of the 120-member House. The move has clearly cleared the decks for fresh parliamentary elections on January 22 next year. The election laws come into immediate effect and the campaigning begins now. The elections were originally scheduled for October next year, but Prime Minister Netanyahu announced that he wanted to bring forward the election because of a deadlock among coalition partners over budget cuts. Various programs, including debates and seminars, are being organized across the country to raise awareness on food security issues, marking the World Food Day today. Celebrations are also on across the globe to create awareness and strengthen solidarity in the struggle against hunger, malnutrition and poverty. This year's theme, Agricultural Cooperatives, Key to Feeding the World, has been chosen to highlight the role of cooperatives in improving food security and contributing to the eradication of hunger. With that, we end this news bulletin.